Our garbage cans in the middle of the day. I haven't seen her in months. I was so excited, but it was so hot seen that we just kind of we waved at each other and went back inside. It was too hot to walk down the block.
Yeah, it was warm today. 109 at Sky Harbor. That's well above average for this time of year, and it's still pretty warm outside right now at 96 on this Wednesday, the summer solstice day. First day of summer, or longest day of the year for longest hours of daylight. Highs today. What was happening at the temperature? Speaking of temperature gauges and thermostats, I mean, what was happening at Sky Harbor? It peaked at 109. Now, that kind of sometimes will happen when we get some strong sustained winds in the late afternoon hours between like 2 and 4 p.m. But it really, it really sticks out when you look at the surrounding temperature gauges. We called the National Weather Service office. They checked the gauge, said it was current. So, yep, we'll go with a high of 109 unless they correct that tomorrow. 96 degrees, like we said. It's 10% humidity, so it doesn't take much when air is this dry to really pop the temperature up fairly quickly. Winds out of the west at 9. Our highs today, 78 in Flagstaff, 100 in Bullhead City, 104 in Gila Bend, 103 down in Tucson. Breezy over in the southeastern corner of the state. We had some clouds over the last several hours kind of streaming over top. There's nothing really with rain with those radar returns really cranking there in the front range of the Rocky Mountains all the way up in through the northern Rockies, and then just exploding thunderstorms right now across Texas. There was another devastating tornado in a town I believe called Matador. I'm not sure if I've got that town right. It's been happening over the last several hours. It's kind of a battle between pressure systems when we're right in the middle of it. High pressure that's been locking the Lone Star State in with that record-breaking heat. It's really not going anywhere yet. We're going to go through a couple of transitions. We got several troughs of low pressure off the coast of California that's going to pick up our winds and then actually going to usher in some cooler air on Friday. Saturday, another one is coming in, but it's farther offshore, and then that's going to allow this high pressure ridge to build. So by Sunday, Monday, that's why we're first alerting. We're going to have our first 110-degree day of the year, which has been very late for this year. Average is June 11th, but it's going to be sustained. That high pressure ridge for us, as well again as Texas, all next week is going to be at 110 or above, and all the heavy rain and cooling temperatures are going to stay well to the north of us. So here's a look at your first alert 7-day forecast. We're going to call it breezy tomorrow, breezy and much cooler on Friday. And then here we go. We're ramping it up on Saturday, Sunday, and first alert on Monday. And it's going to be a hot week ahead next week.
Nassim, thank you. Still to come.